maar dat zijn gedachten. Ik krijg ze niet in inkt of grafiet, niet in pixels, niet in klank. Kleine beetjes staan mijn haperende talent goed. Moet ik dichter worden? Dacht ik ooit. Maar dan denk ik weer, en hier heb je het. Nee. Schilder dan? Militair? Ik kan trainen voor de marathon, de grote oceaan overzeilen. Ik kan van alles doen. En het lijkt wel alsof ze willen dat ik alles doe.
The idea behind the movie is kind of the question, am I supposed to do with my life? Which can be kind of, comes forth from the question, why do we live, why do we exist kind of thing. And I feel like the guy we saw with the apple, he kind of tries to fill up this need, this craving for meaning in his life by just doing normal stuff, but it doesn't make him feel fulfilled for a long period of time. That's why he keeps kind of eating the apples, because it's never a lasting effect. It's kind of what you thought, I guess. So I read your reading.
Thank you. Yeah.
I had a bit of a different understanding of it, because for me it was more like the people's expectation of yourself, because you see that the apple is on the table with everybody else, the relatives, and then at the end, for me it was kind of giving up and okay, well, I'll conform and I'll do what you want me to do, and I'm biting into the apple.
Yeah, I've heard this interpretation as well. Yeah. And I think it kind of changed over time during the process of making the movie, because in the original way I wrote it, it was kind of more the way I just explained, and you wrote about it in your review, and this was kind of what more people also thought it meant. So I don't think it needs to be one of those.
Maybe both.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, obviously, I don't need to like ruin the film for anyone by making something non-literal. But it does bring me to a similar question for you, Marie. What's in the box?
I don't know. That's the thing. I thought about making an ending where maybe the new tenant would open the box and there would be at first this dude from another era coming back like, oh my god, what year is this? And then I thought, yeah, maybe it's a bit more mysterious if there's no explanation. But in my headcanon, I kind of think that there's maybe some other dimension somewhere, basically. So yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a portal, but like, not a good kind of portal.
Was there any particular, like, what was the main effect you were going for with the film? Because I know that I spoke about it in my review as though it was creepy, supernatural. Were you thinking that this was, were you going for that angle, or was this comedic, or?
Yeah, I was going for something a bit more horror-like, and then, I don't know, it diverted kind of into comedy while I was with my actress, because she gave me reactions that were relatively funny, and then I thought with the montage, okay, let's try and make it even funnier, and then maybe make the tension more powerful when it's been funny before. And maybe she becomes a bit more relatable. But yeah, at first it was supposed to be more creepy, even with what she would find in the box. The script was a little bit more ambiguous when it comes to the items she finds. It's supposed to be, maybe some blood, maybe some sign of. And then I thought, yeah, but she wouldn't go in the box if what she gets from it is not safe or doesn't look very safe. So.
And you've worked with Alexia Flores before, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when it came to her bringing that different element to it, did it sort of help to have that previous relationship having worked together?
Yes, but Alexia is not an actress. She's a performer, she's a dancer,
Okay.
but she's not an actress, and she worked with me usually on small projects, like when we don't have budget, when we don't have a lot of time, and it doesn't require too much acting, especially no dialogues or such. I usually ask her. So I know that she's good when it comes to non-literal script. Yeah.
Ja, rechten. Ziek, hè?
Oh, goed zeg. Toch maar geen geneeskunde?
Beetje flink.
Ik weet dat het nog heel vroeg is hoor, maar hoe denk je eigenlijk over kinderen?
Hey, ga je nog mee naar de sportschool vrijdag? De zomer komt eraan, hè?
Fantastisch. Als ik dat nog eens meemaak.
Echt je rug eens voor het publiek achterin.
Concentratie.
Gedaan in de vakantie.
Wil je niet een jaar gaan reizen?
6 uur worden. Jij gaat geen ridder meer.
Ja,
Ik
precies.
laat je
Ik wil wat voor de wereld betekenen.
Was there a particular kind of like feeling, life event, or something that happened to somebody else around you that sort of prompted?
No, not necessarily. I think I wrote this as a kind of a piece of text. It was like 1 page long. It's kind of the core of the short film, and it was kind of about more the existential part of it. Like what do I do? What am I supposed to do with my life? And then when I started making the film, I had a bit more time during COVID times. I was in high school, so I could just do it besides my education. And then the people who were doing the auditions and the crew members kind of also shaped the way you saw it just here, because people told me stories like it feels like yesterday when I had to choose what to do, and my parents wanted me to study law, and I actually wanted to do like I don't know, the hotel school or something, and they were all coming to me with their personal stories, and kind of gave a bit more thing about pressure from your surroundings than it was before. But I think it's fine, because it's good that the people who worked on it also kind of have their input. Although it was very difficult. I think the biggest challenge was to make it simple and complex enough, because some people didn't understand, and some people say, yeah, it's too obvious, and it's kind of what's the right middle? That's kind of the most difficult part.
You did a great job kind of honing all those different stories together in that sequence in the middle where he's being berated by his family and friends. That was really nightmarish, to be honest.
Yeah, thank you.
Had you worked with any of them before then, on any other projects? Or?
No, I have never done anything related to film before.
So this was your first film?
Yeah, it was. So
I should have known that already, but well done
yeah, I
then.
don't think it's mentioned. I mentioned it somewhere. I started this when I was 16, and now I'm 19. So no, a lot of people were kind of first timers, but the leads were both. These were one of their first roles, and many of the crew members were students, and I think it was so nice to see how we could learn from each other and make something that really stood there.
And you collaborated with Luc Oudenaarde, who directed the last film as well. So how did he help you sort of shape?
Yeah, it was kind of my biggest help, because when I started this, I posted kind of a message on this internet platform, filmvacatures.nl, and there I basically begged somebody to help me and introduce me to this world, so I could like kind of realize this movie. And then he replied and said like, yeah, I can help you. Sounds very interesting, and it's good for me also to learn. And he had a gap year back then, and had just finished his first short film. So he really helped me. I learned a lot, and I have benefited a lot from his contacts and his network, because then later I also worked as a script supervisor in many other, no, well, not many, a few other short films, and I just, it's interesting.
It was smart to try and reach out to other filmmakers as well. Like,
Yeah.
I know I've noticed a lot of people who do send first-time films to the film library. A lot of the time, I get the sense that they've done it a lot, and to have like a bit of extra mentorship like that can really make or break a first-time project, I think. I would like to open it up to the audience if anyone would like to ask any questions to either of our filmmakers.
I have a question actually.
Of course.
How did you do strings? How did you manage that?
Yes, we shot the scene in a theater, so there were like there was this metal framework hanging from the ceiling, and we kind of made, we attached one side of a very, very long rope on above the stage, and on the other side there was like kind of a balcony, and we attached it there, and there would be people standing there. I actually don't remember that well, but they were an axis and the y axis, and then somebody walked that way, so that the ropes kind of moved along with the actors moving. So it was very cool. It was so funny that it worked, and it was challenging.
Yeah.
I'll give you my last question about your film with the sound design. Super ominous. Just out of interest, was that like specially recorded, or did you find that like somewhere? Or?
I don't know. So I did the montage and the sound editing as well, and then I asked. You did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if it was you, Francesco.
Yeah, that's a synthesizer.
That's it. Voilà.
Yeah.
That's synthesizer. Yes. And then our sound designer made it very mechanical, like giving it an echo. And yeah.
Cool. Okay. We are just about out of time anyway, so one thing I should ask both of you actually in that case is, have you got a upcoming project that you'd like to tell everyone about? Like, what's next for you guys?
I'm working on a short film right now, and we are in pre-production and founding phase. So hopefully we can start shooting in October if we get the fundings we need. For that.
For me, I'm studying at university now, so I'm kind of detached from the film world, but I'm involved in a few short films. For example, by Luc Oudenaarde, his next project. I'm just better reading every draft, and it's very interesting.
Nice. Wow, that will be a great experience whenever you do come back to the filmmaking. In that case, Amelia, Marie, thank you both very much.
Thank you.
We'll wrap this one up.